So find your space. And shake it out. Shift your weight from side to side. Turn your waist. And big circles out front. Lifting and dropping shoulders, twisting motions with your hands, panting in through the nose, out through the mouth. Swing arms. Inhale up, exhale down. And side to side. Inhale to center, exhale, you swing out. Turning, gently twisting. One foot forward, rocking forward and back. Catch your hands on the body on the forward shift. So you have one swing of the arms for two shifts, back and forth, back and forth. So you catch your hands on the forward shifting of the body. And switch feet. And then feet in parallel, sink down into your heels, rock forward on the inside of the feet, plucking up. Inhale as you draw willow leaf palms, which are relaxed hands, squeezing your shoulder blades together and back. Lift your fingers up, spread your fingers wide in the lotus palm as you sink down, inhaling. Relax the hands and then pluck, exhaling up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and back on the way in and down. Hollow the chest, rolling your shoulders forward on the way up. Exhale up, inhale in and down. And then put your weight on one side, tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth. Gently swing, start small. Inhale back, exhale forward. If you need to hold on to something for balance, feel free to do so. And the other side. Switch, touching now in front and in back with the opposite hand. And the other side. And the other side, both hands in front, both hands in back. And the other side. And looking up and looking down. Inhale as you look up, squeezing your shoulder blades together and back. Exhale, rolling your shoulders forward, exhaling down. These movements that we do with our head stimulate greater circulation of blood to the brain, greater circulation of chi down into the belly. And then side to side. Inhale as you turn out, squeezing your shoulder blades together and back. Exhale to the front, letting your shoulders roll forward. Then horseshoe shape from side to side. Exhale to center, rolling your shoulders forward. Inhale to the side, squeezing your shoulder blades together and back. And then all the way around the circle, exhaling as your head rolls forward, inhale as it rolls back. And the other direction. And then shoulder, swimming a backstroke. And the other direction, swimming forward now. And then both shoulders coming up the front and down the back. Inhale up and back, exhale down and forward. And the other direction, up the back and down the front. And then fists together, pull twice, palms up, high, low, low, high. Pull twice, palms up, high, low, low, high. And then fists together, turning twice, ha, 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 ha. Holding hands, offering resistance, ha, 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 ha. And then white crane spreads wings. Forward foot, low hand on the same side. The low hand is palm down, fingers lifted. Back foot hand is high, palm out, fingers lifted. Inhale as you draw the foot in, raising that hand. Shift over. Exhale as you step forward, lowering that hand. Inhale to center. Exhale as you spread your wings. You turn your hips once. As you step out, you turn your hips the other way, and then square your hips once more at the end. Turn the hips, square the hips. Inhale to center. Exhale as you step forward. The rising hand comes up the inside. The falling hand falls on the outside. Then twist your body towards the front foot low hand side. The low hand is palm down, fingers pointing to your bottom. High hand is palm up, fingers pointing behind you. Inhale to center. Exhale as you twist. Then tip your head to one side, open and close the fist on the other side, and nod. This is good for dealing with tension, headaches, helps to relieve the tension in the shoulder area, stimulates a point for the stomach on the acupuncture system, and one for the gallbladder as well. Other side, tip your head. So anything that aids your digestion will actually aid brain function. Then pull one hand over, tip your head the same way, and nod again. This amplifies the previous stretch. Also, these movements stimulate lymphatic function as well. Other side, pull the hand over, tip your head that way, and nod again. And breathe. Then raise one hand, palm up, fingers pointing to the side, then point them down. Rotate the hand by pointing your thumb back. Push the heel of your palm away, tip your head away from the hand, and nod. This dredges the large intestine meridian. Now, the other side, palm up to start, point your fingers down, thumb points back, push the heel of your palm away, tip your head away, and nod. And breathe. Then focus on your rib cage. As you bring your chest forward, squeeze your shoulder blades together and back. As you go to the side and back, roll your shoulders forward. Side, chest forward, shoulders back, chest back, shoulders forward. Inhale as your chest goes forward. Exhale as your chest goes back. And the other direction. Now, as you do this movement with your chest, notice that you will feel the balance change, obviously, as the weight moves around each of the feet. You go towards the toes when your chest is forward. You go towards the heels when your chest is back. And in between, on the sides, you have the weight on the inside of one foot and the outside of the other foot. And let's go the other direction. Chest forward, shoulders back, chest back, shoulders forward. This stimulates the acupuncture point governing vessel 12. Anytime you do that shoulder roll forward and squeezing the shoulder blades together and back, and that stimulates the point, which is basically between the shoulder blades here. It's like if you reach your hand over your head, most of you should be able to touch that vertebra back there. Rolling hips now, close hand fist, gently massaging your center. So that Sheng Chu point is said to control the transformation of oxygen that comes into the lungs and able to transport that oxygen through the circulatory system. So it's a point that has control over that other direction. It's also said to be associated with the spirit of the body, which makes sense in the sense that blood and breath are associated with qi, and it's said that qi, in its transformation through consciousness and movement, begins to change into jing, which is usable energy that can be transferred out of the body, and then ultimately, other direction now, ultimately, the jing can be transformed into spirit. So, very dynamic point of interest for us to concentrate on. Then, rolling your hips, coming up the back and down the front. So as you come up the back and down the front, your shoulders will move with your hips in concert with them, in harmony with them. And as you do that, let your hands roll a ball, turning the ball over on the side, carrying it across the front. Turn it over on the side, carrying it across the front. So your palms face one another throughout the exercise. So it's like you twist on the sides, twist on the side. And you can experiment with the size of the ball that gives you the greatest sensitivity to your own qi playing between your hands. So it could be a small ball or it could be a large ball, whichever one of many sizes that you find gives you the greatest sensation. And the other direction, coming up the front now and down the back. Turning the ball over on the side, carrying it across the front. Now you can just breathe naturally during this, or you can focus your attention on the breath by inhaling on the side, exhaling as you carry the ball across the front. you'll notice that we have a lot of different breathing exercises that all help us towards a natural breathing style. A natural breath is a little hard to come by because we did it when we were babies, but after a while we started to change from what was called our prenatal breath, the way we used our breathing apparatus to help move the breath, so to speak, through the umbilical cord that was given to us, and through the connection to the mother. So what happens is, as we play, we are trying to get back to that natural breathing style that occurred when we were quite young, and then we get trained out of that through conditioning towards fear states, quite frankly. Then feet together, little circles with the knee. Generally, when someone is under a lot of stress or in a fear state, their breathing halts, sometimes is held, and many times through the course of the day, people stop their breathing unconsciously. Other direction. So by doing all of these different types of breathing exercises that we do in our warm-ups, we start to change the pattern enough that we begin to find our own natural breath again. Open out, inside forward, outside back. Breathing forward. And then outside forward, inside back. Then circle one foot, dangle the opposite hand, press down on the knuckles with the heel of your palm, pluck up on the hand, bending the wrist to the maximum, shoulders and elbows down, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, soften the back of the knee of the leg you're standing on, and spread your toes far apart, and grip the earth gently. Turn the fingers in, thumb pushing on the back of the hand in alignment with the bone of the hand. Fingers wrap around the base of the thumb, pulling. So as you twist the hand, the pinky is closest to the body. And as you drop the hand down, you twist the hand, bending the wrist, and fold each finger in towards the palm by applying pressure along the bone in alignment with it, up to the middle knuckle of each finger that corresponds to those bones. Then dangle the hand, come underneath, thumb pushes thumb towards wrist, fingers wrap around wrist and squeeze. Palm out, pull back. Breathing fully, shoulders down, elbows down. Palm out, fingers down, pull back. Then circle the other foot. Dangle the opposite hand, press down, pluck up. So we're doing opposite hand and foot because that helps develop our coordination. We walk and run in opposition. Turn the fingers in, thumb pushing on the back of the hand, fingers pulling on the base of the thumb. As you twist the hand and drop it, let that thumb slide along the bone of the hand, resetting on a new bone each time until all four fingers have been stretched towards the palm. Then dangle the hand, thumb pushes thumb towards wrist, fingers wrap around wrist and squeeze. Now, all of these movements that we're doing with our hands ultimately have some martial application in what is called chin na. Chin na means seize and control. And they're just really good stretches for helping your hands deal with arthritic conditions and carpal tunnel syndrome and that kind of thing. Palm out, pull back. Palm out, fingers down, pull back, pushing the heel of the palm away. Then patting out, starting at the crown, lightly tapping. Back of the head. Forehead. We're stimulating all sorts of portions of the brain as we do this. In the ears, third eye, center of the forehead, stimulating the pituitary, the pineal gland, excuse me. Inside the eyebrows, stimulating major arterial flow in the face, as well as acupuncture points outside the eyebrows, as well as major nerve bundles in the face. Under the eyes, base of the nostrils, upper lip, part of the governing vessel, lower lip, part of the conception vessel or meridian, jaw, throat, working on the thyroid gland, let out a nice ha. Brief points, center of each pectoral muscle, up under the collarbone, good for the immune system, under the arm, good for the heart, pericardium, sac around the heart, other side. Shoulder, again, working on that stomach, those stomach and gallbladder points up there in the trapezius muscle, other side. Edge of hand between the thumb and the index finger, the stomach point in that region. It's actually good for treating headaches. Other side. Outside the arm, inside, outside the other arm, inside, thumping the thymus, where your T cells are created. Let your Tarzan or Jane yell out. Oh, oh. Kidneys, adrenals, high-pitched E sound. E. Belt channel under the ribs, from the kidneys and back, around to just on either side of the navel. Center, a little bit below your belly button, Dantian, spiritual force field, field of the elixir, furnace room. These are all translations of Dantian. Hips, place of power also. And bottoms, backs of the legs down, up the front. And bottoms of the feet, thinking into the bubbling well point, kidney 1 and the meridian system just behind the ball of the foot. Smooth it out. Draw the energy with your hand movement and your mind, moving the hand. Press in underneath the arm, creating more flow for energy over the top. Underneath. It's said that the yi, the mind, moves the chi, and the chi moves the body and moves the blood. Over the crown, down the back, backs of the legs, around the feet, up the front and inside of the legs, over the crown again, down the back, tracing the meridians, breathing fully. One more time. And then just below solar plexus, pushing in, bending over, walking the fingers down the abdomen. Come up on the right side, down on the left side. And then rubbing the belly in the same way. Then palm up, index finger out, palm down, index finger in. So these are called Indonesian hand dances. 1 up, 3 down. Same thing with the other hand. 1 up, 3 down. 1 up, 3 down. So when you get both hands going, you have 1 up on one side, 3 down on the other. Let go, turn the hands, reinvigorate the positions of the hands. So you have the mudra of 1 up and 3 down each time. Go only as fast as you can accomplish the deed correctly. Then, if you can, take your 1 up and put it inside the circle of your 3 down hand. The 1 is still palm up when it goes inside. These hand dances help to balance the 2 hemispheres of the brain. It helps to strengthen the corpus callosum, which is the connector between the 2 hemispheres. And it creates new neurological pathways. Then right hand. The sequence of touching the fingers to the thumb on the right hand is index, middle, ring, pinky. Turn it over. Index, middle, ring, pinky. Turn it over. So it's just like counting 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left hand does the opposite. It does 4, 3, 2, 1, or pinky, ring, middle, index. Pinky, ring, middle, index. When you get both hands going, you go as slowly as necessary to accomplish the deed. Index and pinky, middle and ring and middle, pinky and index. Turn the hands. Index and pinky, middle and ring and middle, pinky and index. Turn the hands. Index and pinky, middle and ring and middle, pinky and index. Then if you can, bring your hands close enough so that you can interlace the 2 circles. And again, index and pinky, middle and ring and middle, pinky and index. Turn the hands over. Index and pinky, middle and ring and middle, pinky and index. And again, go only as fast as you can accomplish the deed. Soften the backs of the knees, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin. Shoulders and elbows down. Then palms turn in. For this, don't turn your hands. Just palms in. Then make fists. Thumb out on one side, pinky out on the other, and then switch. Pinky and thumb and pinky. Pinky and thumb and pinky. Farthest finger to one side, farthest finger to the other side. Then index points away. Just the index. Just the thumb pointing in. Just the thumb. Index away, thumb in. Same thing with the other hand. When you get both hands going, you have index away and thumb in simultaneously in opposition. Index finger points away, thumb points in. Then circles. The hands will always be approximately the same height from the ground as each other, like 2 boats in the same lock. They rise at the same time. They fall at the same time. They meet at the North Pole. They meet at the South Pole, and they're far apart from each other at the equator. Then, if you can, turn your hands at the bottom and at the top so that your palms face each other around the sphere. So it's like your palm is caressing the sphere. Then if you can, add in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1 finger movements. Then heel-toe opposition. As you turn on your central axis, avoid shifting from side to side. So as you turn, your heel is lifted on the side where the knee goes forward. Your toes lift on the side where your knee goes back. Then if you can, add the circles back in. If you can, add in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1 finger movements. If you can, turn your head side to side with your eyes moving in the opposite direction. And if you can, sink and rise. All right, that's a lot to try to do all at one time, but it's very powerful. Let's do a quick check-in and see how is everybody doing? You doing okay, Philippe? Oh, you have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, much too difficult for me at the end.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get 2 of those, you like the heel toe and the circles. If you can do that, great. If you could do the circles with the finger movements, that's great. If you can do the heel toe position with turning your head, eyes in the opposite direction, that's great. So the turning of the head, that's hard because our eyes want to go in the direction that we turn our head because we've been habitually doing it for most of our life. But if you can play with that a little bit, that too will create new neurological pathways to the brain. And interestingly enough, if you try this experiment, what you want to do is this: put your feet together, okay, and turn to one direction and see how far you can see in that direction. So you're looking as far to that side as you can, and notice what it is you can see. And really do your turn and twist, see if you can what you can see. Then come back to the front. Take your eyes the opposite direction from where you just turned, just your eyes. So you just your eyes. So your face is still front, but your eyes are looking to the side. Then turn as far as you can to the direction you went, but keep your eyes looking to the opposite side. Once you've gone as far as you can go, come back just a little bit, a couple of inches only, and then take your eyes with you and look again and notice if you see a lot more space, right? You can see further that way. Yeah, it's pretty wild. So what that does is it tells us that our body tends to tighten up by habit because of our eye movements. Like we go, oh, that's how far we can go. But actually you can go further with your body in many ways by breaking the pattern. When you break the pattern, you create new neurological pathways. Okay, so let's go ahead and get underway with sorry for a second. There we go. All right, good. So we're going to go to what we did last week because I think it would be fun for us to continue that process. So start. Good. All right. So to begin with, we're going to simply put our feet in parallel. Okay, and I'm going to face away from you so that you can follow me from this direction. Okay, and sink down, pluck with your hands like you're a big bird, reach out and gather, bringing your wrists towards each other. When your wrists get extended out in front of your shoulders, point your fingertips to each other so your thumbs are down. Rotate your hands, pluck, and draw into your hips, squeezing your shoulder blades together and back as you sink. Gather, hollowing the chest, point the fingers to each other, rotate your hands, pluck, sinking in your legs, squeezing your shoulder blades together and back. Third gathering, left hand goes over the top, step back left, kai shin. Then shift forward, plucking up on the left, right hand goes down as your weight goes on to the right. and then shift back on the left, left hand sinking, lotus palm down, pluck hand up, looking towards the high hand side, and shift forward one more time. Okay, let's do that on the other side as well. So feet in parallel, sink down, gather, articulate your hands around the sphere, pull down and in, squeezing your shoulder blades together, inhaling. Exhale as you hollow your chest, point your fingertips to each other, rotate your hands, pull into center, sinking. Gather, right hand over left, stepping back right, Tai Chi. Then shift forward on the left, left hand down, right hand rising, turn your body towards the high hand. Palms to the sky, and then shifting back, plucking up, lotus palm down, palms to the sky, shifting forward. And then just turn your palms inward with your weight forward. And that's, I think, where we have gotten to. Okay. Philippe, do you have any questions, or Lauren, do you have any questions about what that was from last week?
No question.
Okay, great. All right, we're good. All right. So the next movement, I'm going to face you so you can see it. I'll show it to you from a couple of different angles. So I'm going to step back with my left. You can just watch this. So that after our Kai Shing, we've done our wings of eagles. Okay. The last portion of that is at the end of our last movement forward, our palms turn inward. Okay. And as the palms turn inward, your weight is forward still. You have a high hand and a low hand. As you shift back, okay, so we shift back holding the frame, which means keeping your arms in that same position. Then we shift forward, the high hand falls down to the head, low hand swings out and up. So the weight forward, the hands are in this configuration, okay? The high hand falling down, fingers up, low hand rising up, fingers pointing down. Your weight is forward, your body is turned. Then as you shift back, you continue that flow of up and down, fingers still pointing towards each other at this point. Then you have a release, and it's a let go moment. Then shifting forward again, high hand falls close, low hand swings up and away, shift back, fingers pointing to each other now, release, forward again, and back again, and then release. So the rising hand, fingers point down, all the way up. The falling hand, fingers are pointing up, okay? Until such time when that becomes untenable, and then you release it. The shift of weight is telling you, in a sense, where your arms are going. So the shift of weight, if we've been here and we've shifted our weight back, the shift of weight takes us 1/4 of the way around the sphere with each hand. So that's 1/4 of the pie, so to speak. Then we shift back. We've made a high to low stretch occur. And in doing so, we are now weight back, hands pointing, fingers pointing to each other. When we shift forward, we go to the equator of that circle or sphere. Hands at the height of the heart. Shift back. Hands are now at the poles, high and low. Release. Okay? So let's play with that. And I will face you because I think that would be helpful. So you'll step back with your left. I'm going to step back with my right. Okay? So let's say we've just stepped back. We're in our Kai Shing moment. Okay? Shift forward. The weighted foot hand goes down. The unweighted foot hand goes up, palms to the sky. Shift back. Palm up. Shift forward. Then turn your palms inward. As you shift back, hold that frame. Then go forward, low hand swinging up and away, high hand falling close to the body, and your weight is forward. Your hands are at the height of your heart. One extended, one close. Then as you continue back, the hands continue on their downward and upward respective flight patterns, so to speak, and then release. Come forward to the high, to the high hand falling close, low hand swinging away to the height of your heart. Shift back, you go to the poles. And then you shift forward again, near and far, shift back, high and low, release, okay? So when we did the wings of eagles, right, you have one shift, two shift, three shift. So we do three of those before we go into the mixing heaven and earth movement. Mixing heaven and earth has three moves, but it's really, you shift back to start, then you go forward and back for the high and low to be achieved. Forward and back, release, forward and back again. So here we have three full shifts forward and back instead of just three shifts, okay, which we did with the wings of eagles. I'm going to face away from you now so you can see it from a different angle. And let's go ahead and start from the Kai Shing. Right foot is forward. Sorry about that. Just wait for that. There's going to be a moment when I usually turn those off. I apologize. Shift forward. Shift back. Wings of eagles. Shift forward. Then palms turn in. Shift back, holding that frame. High hand falling close, low hand swinging up and away. Shift back. High-low stretch. Shift forward, near and far. Shift back, high and low. Shift forward, near and far. Shift back, high and low. Okay? All right. Sorry. Sorry about that. I just needed to hang that phone up. It's a non-business call. Okay, so I'm going to face you again so that we can, actually, I'm going to face the side because I think that will be helpful. So step back left, we're in our Kai Shing. As you shift forward, the weighted foot hand goes down, palms to the sky. Notice your turn towards the high hand. Shift back, plucking up, planting down, turning your body towards the high rising hand. Shift forward, so that's the three shifts. Palms turn in, shift back, holding the frame, like you're holding a mirror between your two hands. Shift forward, high hand coming to the head, to the heart, low hand swinging up and away. Shift back, high-low structure, release. Forward to your heart, high hand falling close. Shift back, high-low stretch, release. Forward to your heart, back to high-low stretch, release. Good. Okay. All right. Let me face the other way, and I'm going to have my right foot forward again. So we've stepped back with the left. You're in your Kai Shing. Shifting forward, where the weight goes, that hand goes down. Wings of eagles, shifting back. Shifting forward, turning your body towards the rising hand side. Then palms turn in as you shift back. Forward to your heart, high hand fingers pointing up, low hand rising, fingers pointing down. shift back to the polarity of high and low, shift forward to the equator, near and far. Shift back, high and low, shift forward, near and far. Shift back, high and low. Good. So we do that movement, 3 forward shifts, 3 backward shifts. Okay. Let's take that one more time. Let's take it from facing this way. So we've done our Kai Shing, wings of eagle, shifting forward, shifting back, shifting forward. Then palms turn in, shift back, holding the frame. Then forward to your heart, high hand falls close, low hand swings up and away. Shift back, high, low stretch. Shift forward, near and far. Shift back, high, low stretch. Shift forward, near and far. Shift back, high and low stretch. Good. All right. So now we're going to do the other side. So we would be stepping back with our right foot. Okay. And I'm going to face you so that you can see what my hands are doing, because I know that when I turn away, it can be challenging. It's like trying to give you as many different looks at this as you possibly can have. So you'll step back with your right foot. I'm going to step back with my left foot, because that way we'll be in a mirror position. So let's start from your left foot forward out in the Kai Shing. Where the weight goes, that hand goes down. That's one shift, palms to the sky. Shift back, second shift, palms to the sky. Shift forward, third shift. Then palms turn in, shift back and square your hips. Then go forward to your heart, high hand falling close, low hand swinging up, height of the heart. Shift back, fingers pointing to each other, release. Forward to your heart, shift back, high, low stretch, release. Forward to your heart height, shift back, high, low stretch. Good, release. So you'll notice that the turn of the body, okay, you have going forward. One time will be with your diagonal structure of hips, and another time with a square structure of hips, depending on which hand is rising. If your front foot hand is rising, you'll turn away from that. When you get back, you're squaring your hips. Then when you're coming forward with your front foot hand falling, then your body will turn again so that you have the farthest reach. So you have farthest reach with your front foot hand, farthest reach with your back foot hand. So the body has to turn to accommodate that stretch. When you're doing that, you're stimulating the lymphatic system, especially through the quad. Okay, so I'm going to face this way now, and we're going to step back on the right. So, Kai Shing, wings of eagle, shifting forward, turning towards the back foot, shifting back, turn towards the front foot. So the empty foot hand rises, palms turn in, shift back, holding the frame. Then turn the body so that the left arm can stretch farthest forward. Shift back, release. Shift forward so the back foot hand is farthest forward. Shift back, high, low stretch, release. Forward to your heart, back to center. Okay? Good. Let's do all of that together now as a flow. And I will face you so that you can see what my hands are doing. So feet in parallel. So I'm going to, you'll step back with your left. I'll step back with my right on this first one. So feet in parallel. Gather. Articulate your fingers pointing to each other, rotate, and sink, plucking in. Exhale as you hollow the chest. Inhale as you squeeze your shoulder blades together and back. And third time, over the top, step back. Tai Chi, wings of eagles, where the weight goes, that hand goes down. Palms to the sky, shifting back, plucking up, lotus palm down, palms to the sky, plucking up, then hold the frame, shift back, then the high hand falls close to the head, down the center line, low hand swings up and away to the heart height, shift back, high, low, stretch, release. Forward to your heart, bringing your hip forward, shift back, release. Forward to your heart, back to high, low structure, release. Okay? Now let's do that on the other side. So you'll step back with your right leg, okay? And I'm going to step back with my left. Okay. Squatting, gather, hollowing your chest, exhale. Inhale, rotate the hands and sink, squeezing your shoulder blades together and back. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Gather, point the fingers to each other and rotate. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and back, inhaling. Exhale, hand over, step back, Tai Chi. Then wings of eagles, shifting forward. That hand goes down, palms to the sky. Shifting back, plucking up, lotus palm, looking towards the high hand side. Shifting forward, palms turn in, shift back to squaring the hips, forward to your heart height, shift back, high, low stretch, fingers pointing to each other, release. Low hand rises away, high hand falls close, shift back, stretch, release. And again, forward and back, release. Okay, that release is very important too, that sense of the stretch in opposition and then the release at the top and the bottom allows the chi to have greater flow. And the more flow you have, the more dynamic your overall health is. Okay, let's take a moment and see if there are any questions. Okay, let's see. So, Philippe, do you have any questions about that? Or observations? You probably have to unmute yourself, though.
Thanks. So far, so good. I just have to get used to it.
Yeah, just play with it. Okay,
Yeah.
just play with it.
Yeah.
You know, you could do each of the movements independently, but when you put them into a flow, it will increase the movement of blood circulation, increases the circulation of chi, because as we're stretching in these variant ways, it's stimulating different flows, especially along certain meridians. And so it keeps moving the energy through the system. So it strengthens the internal organs. It kind of washes the brain with circulatory goods, oxygen and such. And the breathing is full and rich. So you really do your best to get, as you do the stretches, you're doing, you know, full inhalation and full exhalation. And generally, think in terms with the breath that forward, upward motions, and we have some movements going up and down, but forward motion is an exhale usually, and backward motion is an inhale. Okay, that'll help you with the understanding of the breath generally. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Good. You're looking good. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice to do this. Thanks.
Yeah.
So much.
How do you feel?
Good. It's a good morning. It changed my attitude, I think.
Yeah. You know, that's the great thing about Tai Chi. It always does, because the chemicals that are released in your body as you do it just make you feel better.
Right. Totally.
Yeah.
Great.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Palms together. Honoring yourself. Honoring others as yourself. Right hand fist, left hand covers. Shishi. 3 slow claps. Yabba dabba doo.